So I was under the impression that I had uploaded a video previously of the Sony Dream Machine ICF-C1, of which there is an example sitting up there in white. I've had that for probably a good 3 or 4 years now. But my video manager is disagreeing with me, because you'll notice, in and amongst all these videos of the Dream Machines that I've had over the years, there is one that is conspicuously missing. And that is the ICF-C1. Lots of ICF-C414 videos, but no C1. So here we go. This is a video of an ICF-C1. Now, if you're looking to buy one of these, you can actually still do so. These are a currently sold model, brand new. Now, if we go ahead and have a look, I just went ahead over to Walmart's website, because that seems like the place where somebody is probably going to buy something like this. Here it is. There's a white model right there for $34.98. There's a black model over there for $34.98. And there's one more model that they sell. There's 3 of them. The third one is right down here with the mirrored front finish. If you want that, you're paying an extra $5 for the privilege. $39.98. I believe that's it anyway. I don't see any more. I mean, that one looks similar, but that's from a different manufacturer. Again, that one looks similar. It's from a different manufacturer. But I do not see any more Sony Dream Machines. Okay. And while there's a lot of pages to go through, I'm not going to bother. So you're probably asking yourself, well, Self, what did CP666 pay for that white thing over there? Well, the tag is removed, because obviously I've had it for a while. But I gave $4 for that. And I have another one over here, which, as you can see, is the one with the metal finish. Hello. Which, does it actually say? The ICF-C1T. This one I gave $7 for, which I think is a much better price than buying one for $39.98. So, I mean, even if it doesn't happen to work, although I strongly suspect that it will work just fine, well, there you go. I always wanted one of these with the mirror finish ever since I knew that these existed. I just think that the mirror finish is really cool. I don't know why, but just that it is. You can see it's black in color. Same controls as the other one. We've got snooze right here, which doubles as the brightness control. There's an alarm reset, which also doubles to turn the radio off. There's your little tuner right there, which is a little hard to see because of the light glaring at it, but that's how it works. Pretty reminiscent of some of the older clock radios, which had this design. I had a Strauss, I believe, or Strauss, I'm not actually sure you're supposed to pronounce that, but I believe was a pretty much identical design to this. There's your alarm set stuff, radio on, sleep control, set alarm time, and you get 2 alarms. Hold on a minute, let me go get the other one. Something doesn't seem right about this. Okay, so I went ahead and I got the white one over here just to verify my suspicions, and I'm right. The controls are different. This thing has a different feature set. You can see that we have 2 alarms on the C1T, as opposed to the single alarm on the C1. Other than that, however, the controls are identical. We'll flip them around so you can actually see them. You can see we got enter time set on both. Plus and minus buttons on both, minus DST on both, and Timezone on both. If we go over to this side, we get the speaker, and the volume control, again, identical across both of them. I'm starting to run out of tape here, so I better make this quick. And the band and tuning switches are, again, the same on both sides. So everything is the same, with the exception of the fact that this one has 2 alarms, whereas this one only has the 1. I'm not sure if this is an older model, or if that's just something that you got when you got the fancier metallized finish unit. Otherwise, they're pretty much exactly the same. In fact, this one has a lower serial number than this one, so maybe that destroys my theory on that one. But, so I think that's just the way it goes. You got the fancier model, so the $5 not just gets you a mirrorized finish, but it also gets you a second alarm. Okay, so good to know. Alright, let's go ahead and turn these things on. Okay, I've gone ahead and plugged both of them in. You've already seen this one running in the video, so you know what it looks like. But I've got them now side by side so we can see if there happens to be any difference. I don't think there will be, but you never know. So we'll go ahead and we'll flip the power bar here on, and we'll watch the boot process. It sounds really weird to call it a boot process, but really that's what it is. You can see there. This one, obviously, does not have the best battery in the world. It's a little off. And there's just a look. Pay no mind to the fact that these numbers appear to be changing in appearance. That's just because the power line frequency here is rather low. It's about 55 to 57 hertz as opposed to 60 hertz like it's supposed to be. And that plays havoc on the camera, of course. So we can go ahead. Realistically, there isn't really much of a difference. I really don't think there is a whole lot of a difference. This one tends to bleed a little bit more. I mean, you can see that there, as opposed to this one, which doesn't. But that's mostly just because of the mirrorized finish. Hope I don't run out of tape space talking about this. Oh, man. They have auto DST, of course. All of that fancy, pantsy stuff. So, we're going to go ahead and see how difficult it is to set the time on one of these. I don't think it's too difficult. We go ahead and hit enter. Push and hold. You'll hear a beep. And there's your year. Where's our plus minus? I actually don't remember which one's plus and which one's minus. Okay, there's our plus. It is obviously not Y2K compliant. That's interesting. Wraps around at 13. I guess that makes sense considering how modern they are. Then we could change our month and whatever. Month and day. And then our time. Just set like that. And again, we could go minus. I will actually set it properly. It says he as he jumps wildly around all over the place. He'll beep at you twice, and there you go. It is now set. There is no control for the beeper or anything like that. If we push and hold minus DST, change it to automatic or off. Auto on. I don't know what that means. But, alright, so, okay, that's kind of weird. Maybe if your DST gets screwed up or something like that. I don't know if you truly can turn off the auto DST, though. Here's our time zone information. He has 7 of them. Really don't know what that means. I'm going to leave it alone. Back to the 2 that it was at. I think it was at 2. Yeah, it was at 2. Alright, so let's go ahead and have a listen to the radio on this one. Oh yeah, both of these can be set to either the buzzer or the radio, though it's not really much of a buzzer with a modern clock radio like this. Yeah, I'm really running out of tape space here, so I'm going to, I think I'm going to have to change camcorders. I think I'll go ahead and do that now. I don't know what it is about that Canon Elura 40, but it seems every time I use it, I run out of tape space. Anyway, we're back after taking care of a couple of things. You can see it's quite a bit later now. So where were we? Ah, yes. Going to listen to the radio. So we'll turn it on. There we go, there's our radio. Let's check out the volume. Seems to work. Doesn't get particularly loud. So let's tune something. These units do not have an external FM antenna, like a lot of Sony Dream Machines do. They just use the power cord. Or at least that's how I'd imagine it goes. Let's tune something. What mode are we in? Let's go ahead and have a look here. We are in FM mode. Okay. One thing I'll note about these is that they are really not easy to tune.
signals, all right? While trying to figure out... Conditions apply. Are you...
Et en ce moment sur la 50,
Qualité musicale à Gatineau.
You can see just how difficult it is to walk on a station. You're just scanning the band.
Ottawa's... Hi, this is Maddie Eisenberg from News Talk 580 CFRA.
Fantastic! Next, passe-nous visite. Là, pour essayer de... Make it what you want. For details. Real talk, Pete.
Okay, so the band switches here. Change it to AM, where it gets really quiet. I bet I'm going to have my pants serenaded off of me in a second. Of course, there really isn't much on AM here. Actually, it's not. Oh, there we go.
Celebration of love and of life. We can
That's not
enjoy
even
our moments
close.
together because Canada's
Oh,
veterans have
wait,
the
no,
courage
maybe
to
it
risk
is.
their
I'm
own.
reading the wrong thing.
Everything we value in life. Environment, but even heroes can do more.
That sounds like crap.
Cash for trash. Cash for trash.
It's a very narrow band receiver. Wouldn't be using one of these to receive AM broadcast. Almost seems kind of like a digital tuner in a way. Even though it's not.
You wonder how the Prime Minister's brand right now is suffering when he's supposed to be sunny ways, feminist Prime Minister. How do you think...
Alright, so that's it for the radio. Go ahead and turn it off there. Sleep timer is straightforward. Not really much to it. Apparently I didn't figure out that I wanted to turn it off. I think I've looked over all the buttons. Ooh, you can kind of see the display in there. Sort of. Camcorder will focus on the exterior though. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and you can see we get the A and the B. I wonder, if I turn on Night Shot, would it actually be able to see anything? No, it's just the mirror finish. So if I go over to this one, actually you can't even see it on this one either. It's probably a little too bright in here for it though, to be honest with you. Alright. This one, when you turn it on, you get a nice little indicator. I think that one looks a little better, to be honest with you. But, that's the way it is. I'm going to go ahead and set one of these alarms and we'll have a listen to it. That is all you get. It's coming through the speaker. It's not very loud. It gets faster. It also seems to get a little louder. As the alarm progresses. So we would turn it off. That's pretty much it for these Sony Dream Machine ICF-C1s, where this one's a C1T. And this one's just a regular C1. Oh yeah, and while I'm at it, I'm sure somebody will call me out on the comments. Yes, I noticed that I forgot to set this camcorder for DST. I just did so. You can see that now. Alright. Ooh. You can also see that the battery in this camcorder, this clock radio is definitely no good. So I will be swapping in the battery from this one when I get rid of this one. If I do. I might actually keep it. I don't know. That said, thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off, and I hope to see you next time. Till then. And that is the ICF-C1. Peace be frickin' still. God damn, why the